The Gatorade Cup Series chase returns super speedway racing here at the Talladega Superspeedway in Alabama for the running of the Gander Outdoors 500 on the most solemn of holidays, Memorial Day. These drivers will take to this racetrack for 29 laps as 12 chasers fight for the top chase spot in this race, looking for points for a championship. Baby Rose, one of those chasers on pole in the 00. Beside him in second, the 9 of Jeff Bright. Jeff's teammate and son Eli Bright starts in third, Marshall Burrell in fourth, and rank out the top 5, John Smith in the 4. Starting in sixth, another 100 car, that's Keegan Thompson. Seventh place, it's Colin Teague. Justin Zidell in eighth. Ninth place, it's Anthony Hernandez, and Ross McTrain, the 10, completes the top 10. Back behind them, we have chaser Luke Rennie down to his inside the 20 of Riley Cresswell. Then there's Riley Spraytube in the 22 and the 17 of Roman Fenway, along with Caden Lynn in the 37 and the 34, Diego Yepez. Then there's Nathan Baird in the 96, Anson and Charles Bois. Then we have Brandon Beal and Jay Jefferson in the 19, along with Sebastian Kukulon and the 42, Code Luigi. Then there's Levi Shillings in the 12 and the 3 of Bronson Minnick. Then we have Riley Sampson in the 38 and the 43 of Max Anderson. Then there's TJ Hanley and Evan Hunter in the 6, along with Derek Hamill and Cody Anderson in the 95. Then there's Max Rossi and Logan Williams, along with Nonigan Scott and Jay Rando, our points leader. Then there's Mitchell Collins and Jake Gow in the 11, along with John Beeford needs to really turn his chase around here at Talladega, and Scott Gregory to his inside the 1. Then there's Conrad Evans and Brett Sierra, and in the final row, Sumet Oskin and Zachary DeLello round out the 42-car field for racing here in chase race number 5, the Gander Outdoors 500 at Talladega. Let's get on track set to fire these cars up for super speedway racing in the chase.
Drivers, start your engines.
.42 cars fire up here at the Talladega Superspeedway. 29 laps in the Gander Outdoors 500. And chase points on the line for these 12 chasers, as it is still very close at the top. Jay Randall leads points by 4 over Luke Rainey. And then not that far back, 6 points back, Caden Lynn. Anson Traubaugh only 7 back. Max Anderson only 8 points back. Those front 5 very, very close in the points. We also don't count out Code Luigi, who's not terribly far back, 13 points. Jake Gowie trying to get there, only 16 back, along with some others like Anthony Hernandez, Nonigan Scott, Riley Sampson, and obviously John Beeford really needs to pick up the pace along with Baby Ruiz if they want to have a shot at the championship. Ruiz starts on pole in this race. A lot of patriotic schemes in the field. Great to see here at Talladega. We'll see who delivers on Memorial Day at Talladega. Ruiz, Jeff Bright are the front row. For the Gander Outdoors 500, they're stepping on the gas. We're green flag racing at the Talladega Superspeedway. First lap complete at Talladega. John Smith, the 4, leads the first lap of this race. Colin Teague, the 51, comes up behind him in second. Chaser Anthony Hernandez moves by Baby Ruiz to be the highest chaser. Hernandez now third, and the 13 is the race off to and down the backstretch for the first time at full song, 200 miles an hour in the draft. John Smith able to hold it right now. You can see right there, speeds over 200 miles an hour further back in the pack. 3 and 1 row of 4 wide. That's the dimensional in the middle with the 3 of Bronson Minnick. Able to maintain it for now. They're still 4 wide, mostly 3 wide though as they come off turn 4. John Smith, Anthony Hernandez try to pull away their 1-2. Right by them, Roman Fenway. Hernandez pulls out for the lead, down into the tri-oval. Anthony Hernandez, the 13, for the lead. Side by side through the tri-oval. Leader of the second lap of the race, Hernandez in the 13. Here comes Anton Traubaugh, one of those top 5 drivers in points. Wants to try and leave as the points here. Charles Bois looking for third right here. Two chasers lined up in front of him. Caden Lynn, also a driver, inside the top 5 in points. And Charles Bois moves out on Lynn down the backstretch to the 37, looking to get momentum from behind to stay clear. And will as they split 3 wide to the inside. There goes the 62. That is Brandon Beal to the inside, getting help from Kukulon and Code Luigi. Lynn with the move out for the lead at the end of the backstretch. Big move for Caden Lynn right there through turns 3 and 4. Car number 37 moves out in front, still 1 row forward, and still the 3 and the 12. Chaser Lynn leads them into the tri-oval. Code Luigi trying to get up inside the front few in points. He is 13 back in the points leader. Luigi up inside the top 5 early on here at Talladega, but the pack now splits 3 and 4 wide, multiple rows deep. Two chasers lead. It's Caden Lynn and Code Luigi. TJ Henley moves up to 3rd. Cody Anderson coming up behind. Behind them they are 4 wide, multiple rows deep off turn 2. Cars in the middle trying to get out of that, trying to make it 3 wide. I think Jay Reynolds right behind that in the 53, it looks like. Not too terribly far behind. Looks like they'll store back to 3 wide. All 3 wide now, so that was a great job by all these drivers. They were 4 wide in multiple places, but somehow they got back down to just 3 by 3. As Caden Lynn, the 37, still leads this race. Here comes his teammate Logan Williams. He'll get split by the 36 of Mitchell Collins. Here comes that number 14 as well. Right up behind that 36. Out of line, Marsha Burrow stepping out 4 wide for 2nd. He has up from behind, that's Riley Sampson in the 38, the 1 of Scott Gregory. Levi Jones down the inside the 12, starting to move forward. Jones was middle of a 4 for pretty much this whole race. Now he's on the inside, up inside the top 10. Burrow looks low, looks high. Sampson looks underneath for 2nd. Scott Gregory looks even lower for 2nd. Car number 1 with the 32 behind, Jonathan Beeford. Last in the points, entering, but entered as the number 1 seed. Buford wants some sort of luck here at Talladega in this chase. Did well poking up, but the last 3 finishes have been dismal for this 18 team. Can they turn it around at Talladega and continue their championship quest? Buford in the middle of 3, behind them 4 wide. Yepez and Charles Bois leaning on each other in the middle, as it's still the 37. Caden Lynn leading this race. Levi Schultz back middle of 4 in the 12 car. Conrad Evans up to 2nd. Zachary DeLello started last. He's up to 3rd. Samet Oskin started 41st. He's up to 4th. And Nonigan Scott started at the back. He's up inside the top 5. Conrad Evans for the lead in the 8 car. He has Samet Oskin, his nearest pusher. Evans out in front at Talladega. Look at that 4 wide back in the pack. Something is going to have to give at some point. And it might cause a crash if they don't give. Thompson trying to get down in line. Luke Ray trying to clear it all in the 2 as they'll go 3 wide in the tri-oval. To the inside, Jay Jefferson in the 19. 3 wide to lead the 6th lap. It'll be Conrad Evans in the outside. How about 4 wide for the lead? Minnick looks and does it. Bronson Minnick 4 wide for the lead in the 3 car. He'll take it through 1 and 2, bringing Brett Searer, the lowest starting Hendrick car, up to 2nd. Right now, the only Hendrick car in sight. Seaver moves up with Minnick into the middle lane. Down the backstretch, it's a JGR sandwich for 2nd. To the outside, Jay Jefferson. To the inside, Jake Gowes. They race off to turn number 3. Here comes Luke Rennie, leading points until last race. Looking to try and get it back. Currently only 4 behind Jay Rando. Luke now up inside the top 5 in the 2 car. Looking for something good with that patriotic paint scheme in that 2. Here comes Polster. Baby Rose coming back. McTrain trying to slam the door shut on Luke, but the 2 was still down there, and that almost caused a crash. Luke keeps it to the inside of the 10 for now. Here comes that 00. Baby Rose gets a nice run to try and push that 2 car. The front 2 get away. Gowie won them in the chase, pushing Minnick away in the 3. Without that, once these guys get single file like Luke and Ruiz are right here, they're going to have a nice run in that draft. You'll see it right here down the backstretch. Look at the time they're gaining just in that draft. Ruiz going to step out in the 00. I would not have done that move. I would have stayed with Luke as long as possible. Luke able to clear with the draft. That's a great move for Luke. Has teammate Riley Spurgeon come up to 5th place in the 22, bringing Zidell and their other teammate Levi Jones. There goes Luke low. Ruiz this time doesn't really go low, but Galloway stays up top, gives the 2 the bottom lane. Luke Rainey for 2nd as Bronson Mick the 3 leads the race at Talladega. The front of the field slightly spread out. The back of the pack, those still put together 3 and 4 wide. Penske line was a wreck. Oh, up in the air. It's Conrad Evans in the fence. Others involved are TJ Hanley. They're still wrecking up at Anson and Charles Bois. Mitchell Collins involved. Jay Jefferson, Nonigan Scott, Thompson and Anderson. DeLello, John DeBeeford back around the crash in the 18. Are any chasers going to be done? Max Anderson, Anson, and Charles Barr are going to be done. 2 chasers. That's big, both of which were inside the top 5. They came in 4th and 5th in points. Back around to lead the 9th lap. 20 to go. Yellow is out. Bronson Minnick leads. Luke Ray, the highest chaser, in 2nd. A crash towards the middle part of the field wreaks havoc. Hamill will be done. Cody Anderson will be done in the 95 after winning at Richmond. Thompson possibly done. Hanley might be done. Scott Gregory, doesn't look like it's terrible damage. Scott might be done. Another chaser. Baird damaged. Evans, though, the worst of it, he was in the fence in turns 1 and 2. Let's go quickly see what happened in the first yellow flag of the Gander Outdoors 500. It's hard to point out how this happened, but they got 5 wide in the tri-oval. If I had to guess, the 8th of Conrad Evans moved up from behind the 19 of Jay Jefferson right there, and through the tri-oval, now they're 5 wide, and 4 wide is pushing it. 5 wide, it's never going to work, and you'll see it right here. Anderson, Baird, they're all trying to somehow clear it. You see the 77 trying to lift for the 43 right there, trying to let Anderson get down in front of him. He just can't do enough with all this draft. You're getting such big runs, and 77 to the 21. Evans then sandwiching the wall up off the ground and into the fence. Jay Jefferson also got some air up in front. Williams and others came off the apron and wrecked, and they actually collected more cars than what it was gonna. There you can see Max Anderson, Scott Gregory running into it. Jonathan Beeford may have stopped in the 18, and actually I think picked his way through this. I think Jonathan Beeford has a clean race car in the 8, or excuse me, in the 18. Conrad Evans, though, definitely gets the worst of it right there in the 8 car. Jonathan Beeford looking at him. He hasn't stopped. He hasn't stopped. He hasn't stopped. I think he made it through unscathed in the 18 car. That is big because he could not afford another bad race. Another bad race would have taken him out officially, basically, of the postseason chances. But right here, as these guys miss it, they're 3 wide, and Williams comes back up and bodies Mitchell Collins up into Anson and Charles Bois. They come down the track and get Hamill and Cody Anderson and Keegan Thompson and Nottingham Scott. So that collected about 5 more cars than it would have. But issues there, and some chasers are going to be done, including 2 of which that are inside the top 5 in points entering this race. The 3 of Bronson Minnick leads the Gander Outdoors 500 at Talladega. Looking for a win on this season. Chasers look ready in 2nd, but it's non-chasers surrounding him. Minnick leads at Talladega. Green flag this time by on lap number 12 when we're set to restart under 20 laps to go here at Talladega. Cody Anderson, Mitchell Collins, Anson and Charles Bois, Derek Hamill, Nottingham Scott, Keegan Thompson, Max Anderson, Conrad Evans, and TJ Henley all out. 33 cars left running, some of which damaged like Jefferson and Baird and DeLello and Scott Gregory. We'll see how they go on this restart, who gets held up and who doesn't. Beeford in 29th might be the lowest of the clean race cars. So you have Minnick, Luke Rainey, Zidell leading along with Levi Schultz and Spro to all 3 Penske cars inside the top 5. They'll shuffle Schultz to the outside. Of the cars that are out, the lowest chaser will be Anson and Charles Bois, then Nottingham Scott, then Max Anderson. 3 chasers out, 9 remain in the race. 1 of them in 2nd. As Luke Rainey looks for a run, he'll go out with teammate Riley Spurleytube. There goes Penske to the inside. Schultz trying to follow in the 12. Luke Rainey the 2, teammate Spurleytube. They'll go to 1st and 2nd through 3 and 4. Their other teammate Levi Schultz looks to join them in the 12. Zidell trying to get down to make sure it's not a Penske 1-2-3. Luke moves up. Spurleytube moves to the bottom. Luke can't cover his teammate off. Back around to the start-finish line. Luke Rainey leads in the 2. Spurleytube not much help on the bottom. The 2 trying to get clear of his teammate, but still can't. There's more help on the outside, though. Only 2 cars on the inside. We'll see right here at the end of the backstretch. I have to wonder if there's going to be such a huge run for that outside lane, if they might be able to clear right there. Luke getting a nice push from Minnick. The 22 may try and side draft his teammate to keep that 22 beside. Luke is almost clear. Behind comes a 3-wide move out of Eli Bryant, Jake Galloway, and Luke Rainey is clear of his teammate. Back down in front of the 22. That's a power move for Luke Rainey, showing that he wants these points so badly. Here comes Eli Bright trying to just lead Jake Galloway up here. Galloway's going to go out, and that's going to keep Spurleytube in 2nd for now. Galloway trying to join Luke Rainey at chaser at the front. Same with Anthony Ashton behind the 11. Here comes the 9 of Jeff Bright, started inside the top 5. Jeff moving up as Spurleytube moves out on teammate and will complete the pass this time. Riley Spurleytube will lead at Talladega. Galloway Galway now the highest chaser. Anthony Hernandez just behind him, another chaser. Then you have Jeff Brent, Samet Oskin. Galway low for the lead down the backstretch. Hernandez will step out 3 wide into 13. Nice slingshot move for Anthony Hernandez. Moving out, heads up from Jeff Bright, Samet Oskin, and others behind. Hernandez will lead. 14 laps complete this time by 15 to go in Talladega. About half of the race is complete. 1 caution flag, 3 chasers out, but the others that are in this chase are still in the race. Still fighting for it. Oskin low on Jeff Bright, who led the last lap. Ross McTree in the 10, moving up on the inside. Once again, great to see all of these patriotic paint schemes on this Memorial Day. Obviously the most solemn of holidays in the United States. Ross McTree in the 10, moving for the lead on Samet Oskin. Gets down in front of the 24 of Brett Sierra. Here comes Colin Teague and Evan Hunter the 6, also moving up. For John Smith led early on. He has his teammate Marshall Broke just behind him. Here comes Sierra low. Great to see all 4 Stewart Haas cars still in this thing, and you have McTree leading and 2 on the inside. And somehow, somewhere, those back 4 are losing the draft. Oh, because Brandon Beal to come down pit road in the 62, so an issue there, and I think he was in the pack, so it slowed these 4 up, which is disaster for them, because they were in the pack, and now they might be just outside the draft. If they can stay single file, maybe they can catch up, but it's going to be so hard. It's Buford and Cresswell and Williams and Luigi, 2 of which in the chase, and that's disaster for them. Especially Buford, who really just can't catch a break so far this chase. Sierra out in front of the 24. Hunter, whoa, he tried to get down in front. Teammate Rowan Fenway, and Fenway barely had to notice to the inside. Almost looked like the 6 just going to do it anyway. Very close move there. Hunter's still stuck in the middle. Will get down that time in front of teammate Fenway. And look who's up to 2nd. Right behind Sierra, it's points leader Jay Rando. He does not want to give that points lead up without a fight. Rando to P2 just behind Brett Sierra. Hunter down in front, teammate Roman Fenway. Once again, they always seem to find themselves near each other, especially at these types of racetracks. Exactly what's happened here. They're right now lined up on the inside, moving for 2nd. But Fenway will actually leave Hunter. They're side by side in that pack behind. That's not what they want. So now they're going to get a yellow flag as points leader Randall for the lead at Talladega. I think he knows that at a track like this, at a super speedway like this, where everyone's packed together, the safest place to be is out in front. Even though that doesn't guarantee you won't get involved in the crash, it's still safer than being 18th or 19th. Randall, the points leader, will lead this lap. His teammate Kukulon moving up. Here comes that 81 of Max Rossi. He'll step out 4 wide for 3rd. Fenway down with Randall to the bottom of the racetrack. Rossi to 3rd, 4 wide move. Sierra almost into the wall in the 24. They're trying to sort the 4 back to 3. Want to give a heads up to Jonathan Buford, who, even without help from behind, is just maintained with this pack. He may not be catching, but he's not losing. If he had cars behind him that were single file, he'd be all right, but they're not single file. They're leaving him. You know, he's leaving them behind, and he's just a single car. He's trying everything he can. He's just out of draft range. It's such a disappointment for Jonathan Buford, who looks like his car's really, really strong. Still, Jay Randall leading it. Chaser Hernandez wants to change that. The 13 to 2nd place. Riley Spurgeon, though, 3 wide to the bomb. Heads up for the 9 of Jeff Bright. 10 laps to go at the line. It's been a chaotic race so far here in Talladega, and we're catching Scott Greger in the backstretch. Can this help Jonathan Buford out? Scott Gregory will be caught in a corner, it looks like. They're probably going to go around the outside of this one car, but they're catching him at 4 wide. This could end in a crash if it's not careful. Brando looks to sweep around the outside, but can't. It's going to be Riley Spurgeon to go around the outside of the 22 to lead. Scott Greger going up the middle. He's trying to get up to the top as quick as possible. Brando, the points leader, is stuck right behind the 1. And here comes Buford and the others. They're in the draft now. They'll have a shot. They can get to the inside as quick as possible. Jeff Bright still stuck. Brando trying to get around the outside. Scott Greger for some reason going low. Oh, look at that. What's he doing? Once again, rule number 1, if you are a lap car, is to just hold the lane that you were in. Scott Greger is on the outside. All he had to do was hold that spot. When he moves down like that and starts just erratically moving, that is that's only hurting everyone. So that's lap car 101. If you are a lap car, just landing, see right there, he's going to hurt Riley Sampson. He's been hurting Evan Hunter as much as well. Zidell and Fenway as well. They might lose touch with this draft, and even drivers right behind Jay Brando. Do they have time? Do they have the draft to catch up? Still Spurgeon leading, but in the draft, two chasers, Galway and Luke Rainey, look to go around the outside. Luke will abandon him to go with his teammate. Now does he make a move on his teammate because he has such a nice run going here? He'll move to the inside. Galway gonna get a nice boost of momentum on the outside. Might try and push the 22 clear. Pulsar Ruiz looking 3 wide for the lead again. Can Spurgeon clear? He's so close. Oh, not quite clear. Ruiz the 0-0. Out in front just where he started. 8 to go at the stripe. Brando trying desperately to catch on to that draft. He knows there's a lot of chasers up there that can pass him in points. Big Trey moves down the 10 to cover the bottom. Right in front of the 3 of Minnick. There's about 6, 7, 8 cars trying to latch onto the draft, led by Jay Brando. And he's catching. He's there. They're running their fastest laps of the race last lap. 46.2s, 46.3s. The cars that are going to be caught behind Logan Williams, Riley Cresswell, Zidell, Sampson, Hunter, and Fenway. Tough break for those drivers. The rest now in the pack. The runs for Brando and Bright. It's Sierra and Hernandez right up to the back. Jonathan Beeford also back in play in the 18. Cole Luigi will also get back into it in the 42. Rossi for second, moves out on Bronson Minnick. John Smith doesn't go with them. Yepes will be the one to go with them. 3 wide to the bottom of the 34. Smith might be able to clear. No, too big of a run. 7 laps to go in Talladega. Smith Osgood moving low. Jeff Britt the 9 just ran a 46.1, his fastest lap of the race. Sierra almost a 46.0. In fact, the fastest lap of this race is Cole Luigi, that last lap in the 42. If we go and look at it, there it is, a 46.073, just ran last lap as they were latching onto the draft. Power move for these drivers. Ruiz, the 0-0, still leads it from pole position. Rossi in second. Next lappers will catch our Jay Jefferson and Nathan Baird at the same time. They're at the start finish now. The leaders are entering the tri-oval. It'll only be a few laps. Will they catch Delello? And will we catch Scott Gregory again? That's the big question. Looks like just actually looking now, Brandon Beal's out of this race in the 62. Remember, he came out pit road for an issue and thought he was going to get back out there. But whatever it was terminal. The 62 is out. And it's suspension. So issues there for Brandon Beal puts him out of this race early. 5 to go at the line, and they're making a move for the lead. Yepes is inside of Pivi Ruiz. And Galway has teammate Jonathan Beeford with them. They're moving out 3 wide. JGR on the inside. Galway and Beeford, both of which in the chase and looking for a good points day. Galway will lead his teammate out in front. They have another chaser, Cole Luigi, just behind them, and Beeford doesn't want to play nice. He wants to go. He needs every point possible. Galway able to clear the 11. This time by 5 laps to go, and the Gander Outdoors 500 at Talladega. 3 wide for second comes Riley Spurgeon, Marshall Burrow, and Luke Rainey with them. Those Penske cars are pretty fast here today. Don't count them out. Spurgeon in second, Luke Rainey in fourth. Not far behind them, Levi Jones as well. They'll move out. Burrow trying to block Luke and trying to get low on Spurgeon with the twin two back up behind the 11. Here comes Burrow, and he'll get abandoned by Luke Rainey. That's for second. Luke down to the inside. 4 to go to the line, and we're catching 2 lap cars. And when you're catching lap traffic, you want to be the leader because you have free roam of where to go, but Galway's not going to have that luxury, and Luke might not have that luxury. Here comes Caden Lynn. Caden Lynn for the lead at Talladega. 4 laps to go in the Gander Outdoors 500. 3 chasers, 3 wide. And how about Levi Jones, hungry for a win in the Gatorade Cup Series? Jones to second in the 12. Colin Teague for third. Eli Bright on the inside. Right behind him is teammate Brett Sierra. But we're catching Jay Jefferson and Nathan Baird. Where do they go? Who gets around? Into 3. Jefferson doesn't give up the bottom. The outside might be the place to be. Can Luke lead the charge around her to the 19? Come up. It's going to be close. I think Luke's on the outside, but where does Baird go? Luke trying to go around the outside, but can't. Now he goes back to the inside. Still can't. The 77 trying to block, but he gets low. Here comes Galway around the outside, the 11. 3 laps to go at Talladega. The outside gets around. The middle trying to get through. Luke Rainey leads in the 2. His teammate Levi Schoen's in 2nd. The middle held up. Cars trying to get around the outside like Jonathan Buford desperately needs to clear and make sure he can get around the 77 to keep touch. He'll get around. Bibi Ruiz gets around. Cars halted. Burl, Jeff Wright. You have Max Rossi as well, Colin Teague, Anthony as a chaser, and Sebastian Kukulon. Back up to the front, 2 go to the line, and it's chaser Luke Rainey looking at back up into the points lead with the winner today. He leads this race. Eli Bright trying to protect, but points leader Randall to 2nd. He wants anyone but the 2 to win this race. 2 laps to go at Talladega. That's the one ahead, Scott Gregory. I think we're going to catch him in the last lap. Randall cannot protect the bottom from Minnick. The 3 leads this pack trying to catch the 2. Here they come. Minnick moves low, but where do you want to be when they catch the 1 car? Minnick is to the inside, but where does Scott Gregory go when they catch him? Through 3 and 4. Minnick out in front. Luigi in 2nd. Ruiz clear in 3rd. Minnick can't get around. Once again, Luke tries to use the outside. Scott Gregory doesn't know where he's going. He'll move high. He gives his teammate Cole Luigi the bottom, but Ruiz looks even lower. Here we come to the white flag. 2.66 miles to go, and it's Bibi Ruiz leading, but here comes Yepes to the inside. Final lap at Talladega. Remember, chasers have won all but 1 chase race this season. You have Buford and Galway not that far behind looking for a chase win. Randall's passing Luke Rainey down the backstretch for the final time. Can they catch Diego Yepes? For 2nd, Buford and Galway are coming. They'll have a shot off 4th. They can stay committed to one another. Can JGR get the victory lane? Toyota's been dominant at the super speedways this season. Looking to win another one with Buford and Galway 2nd and 3rd. Off of 4 for the final time. Yepes leads in the 34. Buford looking for a slingshot run of the team behind. They're going to run out of time, though. Through the tri-oval, Diego Yepes will win the Gander Outdoors 500 at Talladega. Yepes gets it done to 34. In a last lap pass, he wins it over chasers Buford and Galway. Randall, the 3rd highest chaser, just in front of Luke Rainey. So Randall will gain 1 point on Luke. That was mission accomplished for the 53. Even though the 18 and 11 beat them, they're not that far up in points, so Randall could afford that. A 6th place for Jay will keep him the points lead. Let's go see the finish results. Now the points look after a crazy one for Talladega. Here's how they finished in the Gander Outdoors 500 at the Talladega Super Speedway. 1 caution flag today for 2 laps. In 14 lead changes, 13 different drivers saw the top spot here at the Talladega Super Speedway. And out front at the right time, Diego Yepes able to fend off the JGR teammates to win this race. Buford, highest chaser points in 2nd, gets him back up ahead of some drivers, but still out of range of the points lead for now. 3rd place goes to Bronze Mick. Jake Galway, 4th place. Good points day for him and gets him up just a little bit closer to Rando by a point. In 5th place to Colin Teague. 6th place, Jay Randall, the points leader, will extend the points lead out. Samet Oskin, 7th place. Luke Rainey tried so hard to beat the 53, but ends up in 8th just behind him. And then Brett Sierra 9th, and Koluichi completes the top 10 and the 42. So inside the top 10, 5 chasers. Not what you're used to seeing at Talladega where it's unpredictable. Inside the top 11, 6 chasers because Rose gets 11th. Anthony has another chaser in 15th. So that was 7 chasers inside the top 15 here at Talladega. You had 8 inside the top 20 because Riley Sampson also finishing up there in the 19th position. As you look down below them, these chasers down here definitely halted by lap traffic. Caden Lynn in the 37. And then you look down and you see the 3 chasers out of it after crash damage. You had obviously the 43, the 66, and then Anson and Charlebois. Not good for Anderson or Charlebois, who are up there inside the top 7 points entering the day at Talladega. At the right side are the point standings. Only 2 drivers now inside the 40s in points. That is Jay Randall with 49. 5 below him, Luke Rainey in 2nd with 44. They have to go a decent ways back to find 3rd place. That's Caden Lynn, but he is 12 behind Randall's points lead. So right now, 2-car race halfway through the chase. And then below that, you have a 3-way tie for 4th. So currently, getting the nod in that time would be Max Anderson in 4th, Cole Luigi in 5th, and then Jake Galway in 6th, but they're 15 below the points leader. 16 below, it's Anson and Charlebois. And then even further down, Bibby Ruiz, they hold 20 points. Jonathan Beeford and Anthony Hernandez, 21 points for them. Then obviously Riley Sampson and Nottingham Scott. Sampson 24, Scott 25. That's going to be very, very hard to make up. And I mean, right now, 2-car race, 5 races left. Only 2 cars are within 10 points. Luke Rennie 5 below Jay Brando, and then the next highest 12 below. So right now, that's those two, Luke Rennie and Jay Brando, to try and compete for this championship. But if they both have bad races in the next few races, watch for drivers like Lynn, Galway, Luigi, and even Buford or Anderson to try and move up and catch those drivers in points. So halfway done with the Gatorade Cup Series Season 13 chase. 5 races remain in the race for the championship. The next one will go racing at Rockingham for the Oreo 400. I'll see you guys then.